Hello. Whoa, that was good timing. Hi, everyone. Oh, my chat's not working. In fact, there's quite a bit not working today. There we go. Right. Shh, be quiet. How dare you? Right. Hello, everybody. I am dread streaming. This is my real dread. It's existential. Okay. We are doing the hips. And then we will do the back. And then I think it's that part, because we've already got this bit, that part, and then this bit. And what I'm going to attempt to do, I think, is I'm going to make that part and this bit, and then for the... I think I might just have to make these as they are, to be honest. But, yeah, we'll just... I'm going to go around the bottom, that and that, and then this bit and this bit. And we'll try and get those main parts together. So first we want to get that. The hip. Okay. Right. Yes, that's the front bit we need. And that's the back of the hip. Hip. What have we got? Right. Yeah, we most certainly don't have enough to make a couple of hips and have them be in one piece, which is what we ideally would want. So I'm going to get these split apart. I'm going to get them cut out and stuck together is what I'm going to do. That's how this works. And yeah, I didn't stream yesterday because I was spending the day trying to fix my 3D printer, which seems to be working as we speak. So there'll be maybe a few times where I'm sort of like distracted or I have to run away. To save a print that is currently printing. What is that for? Right, hang on. Why am I missing bits off the back end of this? Oh, because it's the underpart that connects to nothing. I'm hoping this is the bit that'll be like under the belt anyway, so that'll be good. Yep, I'm not going to be able to. I've been leaving a bunch of the splits, but this one looks like I'm going to have to. Yeah, I'm going to have to. There we go. Oh. Missed a bit. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. Right. Okay. Oh, good. You get LinkedIn emails. Which is just a weird place to be. Yeah, and once again I'm going to have to physically cut that bit out. Right. Oop. Okay. Excitement. So yeah, I'm gonna stick this together. I'll get those stuck together as well, and then I will disappear and get more foam cut off the roll so we can do this properly. And that's about it. Damn it. It came apart a tiny bit. This bit shouldn't be as bad because it's not as... It's a little bit wider of a ravine, so it's not as tough. There we go. Ta-da! Right. Won't be a sec. I'll go get foam. forgot I hadn't locked the back of the chair, and I went when I sat down. Whoopsie daisy. Right. Here we go. That's better. We flip it around. And there we have it. I should be doing both, really, and I wasn't. How very silly of me. Have I done all of this? Yes, I have. Good, okay. Yeah. There we go. Oh, the fucking cat. I can do it this way. Yeah, I'll have to reverse them both. cat's actually wrecked the other side of it somehow. I think she managed to get herself inside the box and went mad like a fox in a chicken coop. So yeah, I think I can just smooth out these edges on the other side, and then we can use them backwards. It should be all right. Yeah. Okay. We will flip that, and we will, excuse me, right, it looks like we go basically all the way to the end. And we come to sort of a stop like that. That's what I'm gonna do anyway, because on screen it sort of does that underneath as well, like along the bottom, but I don't think it does in like real life, you know what I mean? So yeah. So once again, you're going to try and just fucking, if I can just get a real shallow canal going on. Really, really shallow. Just going to check the print progress. Please be okay. No, that's Bob. I don't care about Bob. I do care about Bob, but see, I got Bob a new build plate as well, so he's been calibrated and is now looking like he's going to work. Oh, you're kidding. 2 seconds, everyone. Right. No, it's fucked. Which is just an absolute goddamn nightmare. Right, so we're going from here all the way to the point. I can't believe it's bust. I really don't understand what's going on. Like, it's printing like fine for like an hour, maybe an hour and a half or longer, and then all of a sudden it's just stopping. And I mean, like, it's stopping the flow coming out. Like, there's no, like, it just suddenly stops letting filament through, and then it starts again. So you end up with like a load of mess on top, and then I just don't get what's happening really. But just gonna have to keep fiddling with it, I suppose. Guess who forgot to put the glue gun on? That would be me. Right, it looks like there is in fact, yeah, there's also a bit coming out to about here that needs to fold over as well. So we get that sort of triangular end to it. I've cut that one in the wrong place. Yep. Right, now just gotta sit here and wait, I suppose, which is nice. Oh, I'm going to use that. Still good. we go. I'm using spare glue just to close that little gap that I cut by accident. What do I do? Hmm. Right, okay. Sorry, I was just listening to a video there, like of someone trying to make out that it's not working because it's not calibrated, and I've spent nearly 24 hours calibrating it. Okay, but then something happens. The printer does not flow the filament and continues to work as if it were printing in air. That's more or less what I'm having. It's used only 92 hours. No filament clogging during the print. PTFE hoses are clean. Everything is original. The table is calibrated before each print. Yesterday I was able to print with 05 tolerance. Today something went wrong and I was blah blah. Amos content shown filaments were just opened. It said like blah 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 blah. It sounds frustrating. Since you've ruled out clogs and moisture, try checking the following extruder motor. Ensure the extruder motor is functioning correctly and not skipping steps, which could prevent filament fading. Temperature, double check the nozzle temperature to ensure the consistency. Oh no. I think that's what's wrong with mine. I have a Bamboo Lab P1S, and mine came with a replacement nozzle. What it didn't come with was any filament thermal paste or like a guide to changing it. So I changed it over to the new nozzle because this started happening with the old one, and there's no filament thermal paste on this little ceramic plate that goes on the nozzle, because I don't have any. And none came with it, and apparently, from what I can tell, they don't anymore. They used to come with this thermal paste, and now they don't. So I've done all that, but then there's also a tiny wire that goes into the nozzle, like the actual heated nozzle, and that's a tiny thermometer. And I have this sneaky suspicion that I've broken the thermometer when I've removed it from the other one. So I don't think it's reading out the correct temperature, and it's just sort of guessing. And I think after a while, the temperature goes down, but the thermometer doesn't register it, and then obviously it struggles to push filament through because it's too cold. And I think that's what's happening. So I'm going to have to buy a new nozzle, like a whole complete one that comes with all the wires and everything. Which is just fucking marvellous. I was really hoping to not have to spend any money, considering I have no money. Okay, that's the hips basically done. They now just need to be attached, which they will be. Okay. Right. There's the rest of that. So, I need to attach the first bit to this bottom part right here, which we shall do. So that's going on there. Charlotte, hello. Okay. Yep, the best viewer is here, Sir Pally. Cheers, ye trucks. uh, yeah, I'm not bad. Thank you for asking. Just gutted because my 3D printer is not working properly. That's all. So, not nice. But, you know, all good in general. This bit. There we go. My God. That was easy. I don't know. I don't know, E-Trucks. I don't know if I can fix it. I think I'm going to finish up having to buy parts for it. Which I can't really afford to be doing. And I've got like jobs to be doing on it as well, like stuff people are paying me to do, and I'm not going to be able to do it. Stressful. So, yeah. So yeah, if anybody wants to buy a little Master Chief Broken Skull statue I've printed, I have 2 available, and I'm not able to print any more. Could have a googly-eyed skull kitty, anything you fancy. What's the exacto problem you have? It is, well, it's difficult to explain, mate. It's printing fine for about an hour. Hang on, I might even be able to. Yeah, I can, as long as it didn't throttle the my internet too much, I should be okay to do this. If I'm not joining you lately, it's because my work, my friend. But when I have time, I saw all your streams. You already do. Oh, really? How much for? Oh, the little Halo thing. Painted. £20, or that'd be like 25 American dollars, I think. Or if you want it like that, I can do it for 15 American dollars, and you can paint it yourself. Up to you. Let me see. There you go. This is the live feed to my printer right now. As you can see there, it sort of has printed absolutely fine. Like all the way from the bottom all the way up to right there, where it suddenly stopped extruding and then extruded little bits and pieces and just made like plastic fur all over the top. And it's just like 25, yeah. I think. I might have to work out how much it would be to ship to you. No, I mean, yeah, 25 should do it. Yeah, so it's worked all the way up, and then it just suddenly sort of stopped for a bit, and then started putting bits out at a time. So it made all that kind of weird fur on the top, and it's been doing that since yesterday. I've spent about 19 hours trying to get it to work properly. Done all kinds of like calibration and shit with it, and it's just not. It's just not playing, man. So I think I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna have to buy something to replace something, and yeah. But yeah, DM me about the little Halo statue, Yeetrox, and I'll $26 is it? Right. I wasn't far off, you know. Right. Let me see. What am I doing at the back here? It is like so. Think. Yeah, that makes sense, I think. Yeah, about there. Oh. Um. Yeah, ask him if he's got a Bamboo Lab one, dude, because they're very different to other printers. I've owned loads of printers, in my time, and Bamboo ones are like usually the most efficient and like user friendly and workable. But these, I don't know what's happened. Man, it's so like, it's so annoying. Let me get you under there, and we'll try and get you on. Right. Crap. Crappity cracker. about the mini Halo, I'll DM this weekend for it. I want it. Yeah, no worries, man. It's not quite finished painting yet. It's a little bit messy, but I'll make sure it's finished before I send it. There we go. Right. No. Right, that's gone on quite well. I say quite well. I got your message. Right. Oh no. Might be okay. Right. Let me. Not bad. Okay. Shit. Yeah, Yeetrox, if it's still, when you can see it's still kind of messy on there. Let's see if it'll, yeah, it's still like, I literally just whacked some green on it and that is it. And a bit of white just to see what the white would look like on the skull. So there's still quite a bit of work to do on it. Won't take too long. I'll figure out how much it will be to send to you, which it shouldn't be too much because it's only, you know, it's like this big. It is in fact 10 centimeters by like 7, 10 by 7. So it won't cost a hell of a lot to send to you. So we'll figure it out. Now, it was like that, wasn't it? Yeah. Right. Okay. About there. Well, yeah. If you like generally how it looks, mate, I'll keep it more or less the same. I'll just neaten it up for you, just so it's not like patchy green and everything. I'll make it solid and I'll pretty much leave it how it is, but just neat. You know, nice and neat. Right. Okay. Crikey. Now I need to. That's the bit. There we go. That should sort that bit out. It's so movable that it's not wanting to go where it should. ABS? No. This stuff is that is just made out of PLA. PLA. I stopped using ABS immediately after I tried using ABS because it was horrible to print with. It was the most awkward, horrible shit. loads of glue mess. Right. No, don't do that. Oh, God. Right, we're getting there. It's just really messy. Oh, I'm still thinking we're talking about 3D printers, dude. Yeah, abs, the belly part. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm not thinking straight because I'm half in, half out, like a cat in Constantine. But yeah, it's the abs, it's the belly part. I just there is a type of plastic you can 3D print with called ABS. So abs. Okay. That's looking better than I expected it to be honest. Yep, that's good. That's very good. I'm genuinely very happy with that. And I think it's up to about there. We can raise this out on that side. So it's sort of like that. I think we get to about there. Yeah, it's going well. Okay, we're doing the small of the back. That's what we're doing next. That bit. Whoa, you drop your keyboard, you trucks. AG as divg. I get so hyped when I saw that. Right. Just remembered I'd sent a customer a message along with like a picture of the printer printing fine, because it was. But that was like an hour before it failed, and he's just wrote, "Good stuff, mate." And I've just had to message him, yeah, it's failed since then. Right. You got everything? Yep. Okay. Might just have enough room. Yes. Amazing. Huh. Don't need that. Is that yeah, I'm leaving that in. I'm not. Oh no, I can't now. I've got to. Yeah, I've got to. Bollocks. Unless that'll do it. That'll do it. Right. Thick lines. Thick lines so we know where we are. Right. So we can draw a line that sort of follows that, and draw a line that sort of follows that. Close enough. outward. That. And then we've got an inward. So like so. That didn't cut very well at the end there. Ah. Yeah, so that's like that, that's like that. So we're looking at that. And there seems to be another one. Like this. There we go. Right. Right. Okay. Whoa, that was close. Come on, dude. Like, Ugh. That was almost a sliced open finger there. Let's see if I can get my thumb instead. Oh, we missed. Right. Okay. So we need that to go in like so and glue in like that. Sorry for all the silence, but it was necessary for concentration. It's a little bit big, so I'm taking a couple of millimeters out of the end here. That's better. Right. Yeah, I'm going to glue along this line first. Yeah, there we go. I should have lined this up really before I cut it, but shoulda, woulda, coulda. Too late now. Worth it. Oh, hot. Sticky. Ouchie. Ugh. Okay. Now for this side. Yeah. Don't have to do a lot of blowing with this really thin, sticky stuff, floppy stuff. It sticks really well. It's the only good thing about using it. Pandas are real, man. Now then, Harley, looking cool today with the dreads. Have I missed quality control? No. Quality control is asleep on the cushion that I normally sit on. I had to pick the whole cushion up to move her off this seat so I could get on with my work. So quality control has yet to happen. I'm working rogue right now. Thank you for noticing my hairdo. It's not real. Fun fact. This is not my hair. I know, right? Bombshell. Oh my god. How far on are you today? I'll show you in just a sec when I'm able, because right now I'm at a point where I need to just get this stuck together, and then I'll be able to demonstrate it like properly. I'll be able to put it into the belt and you'll see exactly how far we are and you know what needs doing and what have you. I'm right at the end of what I aimed to do tonight, which is just get the hips and the back done, and that's the hips. So yeah, as soon as I get this little bit on here, what do you see, Yetrox? You say I see. You have to remember there's quite a big delay on YouTube, dude, so I'm not always going to know what you're talking about because I may have moved on. The hips don't lie. Man do. Man told me it was fine for years. Yeah, I know. Literally, the song started playing in my head as soon as I read it out. That fucking horrible fake saxophone. There you go. It looks all weird because it's floppy and flobbery and what have you, but once this bit's jammed underneath the chess piece, and just a sec, let me demonstrate. Might be a little bit big, shit. Oopsie daisy. 2 seconds. I'll see if I can get it to a point where it'll sit, and then I'll be able to move the camera for you so you can see. There we go. So like, there. So there you go. Looks fucking awesome. That's so very impressive. That's so impressive, dude. Thank you. Why did I add the word very? I'm a bit weird. Okay. Yeah. I wonder what the top's gonna be like on it. Too small. The belly's too big. Right. There is a way to do this. Shit. So I can't move the camera. Right. Fine. Push that up a bit. Yeah, so something like that. It is absolutely fucked round here. Oh my god, it's far too big for the chest. I think I've done the chest too small. I might have to do it again. That's not good, really. Because, I mean, it only just fits the... I mean, I might have this too big, that's the other thing. But I can cut out the sides and reduce it here, because this bit where the seam is, like, it's neither here nor there. We could just, you know, bring it in this section, just together. That made my lips go funny. Yeah, like that. So this might be, like I say, this might be too big. What I think I'm going to do is get her to re-measure sort of around a rib cage again, to make sure that I've got a chest piece right, because if I've got that wrong, that's a problem. There's plenty we can do with this, but, you know, oh dear. Right, so this bit, I'm going to get this bit in now. Which isn't not much to worry about. And I just realised I'm not showing you anything, so this bit, the bit that's highlighted, there you go. Oh. Yeah, there you go. Right there. Ah. There it is. Right, so we'll get this bit on, and then I think I'll leave it at that, and I'm going to get in contact with her and double check her measurements, because this isn't good. I'm sort of worried about it, to be honest. Because, yeah, if I've made the chest too small, I have to start again. If the belly part's too big, I can chop a bit out of it and carry on. That's the main thing. But yeah, if the chest part's too small, that puts another week onto the build, which is a nightmare, because I need this done. So, oh no is right, pandas. Oh no is definitely right. Worry, panic and freak out to the tunes of Star Wars for some reason. I don't entirely understand why I would do that unless I want a copyright strike from Disney. 'Cause they love a bit of it. Love a bit of litigious action, don't they? Is there anywhere else on this one? Anywhere else on this one, son? Yes, there is. Right here. Look at that. Made for it. hope it's the butt that the bit that you can fix easy. Yeah, thank you. So do I. Yeah, the belly part. If the belly part's too big, then we are golden. Everything is fine. What might be even more complicated is if everything is right. And that's happened before, and I've had to sort of jerry rig the belly part to be like much thinner up top than it is at the bottom. So you end up cutting a triangle out of it like that and going at the top. Why do I keep doing that? I keep meaning to go like that. I apologise. Yeah, so yeah, you have to make it into sort of a like the bottom of a Victorian dress. Lampshade. And then it fits in exactly right, and so even that is a good possibility. It adds a couple of, like, an hour or two to the build as opposed to a week of having to fully rebuild the fucking chest. Which, by God, would be the worst case scenario in this case. So. Okay. Now we can speak again. So, there is a line that goes all the way down here and then to the point. That's about right. There we go. Sorry, I'm really concentrating, really quiet for some reason. But, you know, it's all good. It's not, is it? You're watching. Must be boring. So, yeah. Apologies still stand. Yeah, I suppose I should do the other one as well. Okay. Right. I'm definitely giving it. I'm definitely giving it. I'm definitely calling it after this because my head hurts and my back hurts, and I'm literally shitting myself that I've made like a massive blunder on the size of this thing. So I'm gonna get these two bits glued on, and then that'll do for the evening, I think. It's going to be a battle. It really doesn't need to be. What am I talking about? It doesn't need to be. It was inevitable. It was going to be. Ah, it wasn't. Oh well. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna. You can't really see what I'm doing here. Like, you still can't. There's one little tiny triangular bit that needs to go on the top because then that informs the shape of the rest of it. And then it goes in like that. And you'll see what I mean in a moment. So I'm about to do the same on the other side. Just hold it and let it solidify on my finger and burn my finger. Right, okay. So yeah, you can see it sort of has informed how it's gluing on, how the shape's going on like this. So if I can just hold it in this position. We will have a pretty good glue. Shit. Ouchie. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why wasn't I doing this from the outside? Why was I staring at it from the inside? Get off my fingers, please. Right. There. More or less. Right. I should be able to leave that side now to solidify. That's what happened. I hate that. Why? Like, ugh. My lips are all greasy. Right. Whoopsie. Right. Right. Okay. I think this is it now. Okie dokie. There they are. They're in. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. I will catch you tomorrow. A little bit earlier. Yeah, I was trying to fix my printer, and I suppose I still have to try and fix my printer, but no idea what's wrong with it. So I'll be figuring that out, and that will make it depend on what time I get on tomorrow. But yeah, that should be the end of it. I've got some rather complicated, annoying spinal bits to put on, and then that should be it. So it'll be a couple of hours, and then it'll be finished. And in the meantime, I'm gonna get hold of her who commissioned this suit, and see if I can get a more accurate measurement for the chest piece, and figure out what I need to do. So yeah, I appreciate everybody. I normally thank everyone that watches these back later on. I now know that's probably you Trox, so I appreciate you, dude. Thank you for that. And I'll catch you tomorrow.